What up peeps, welcome back to another episode. Believe it or not, this is an e-bike that only weighs 16 kilograms. Lightest e-bike that I have ever ridden, and this is the CGO600 Pro by Tenways. You're already thinking, London Eats, why would you possibly need another e-bike? Well, if you've been following my channel for quite some time, you would know that delivering food isn't the only job that I do. Monday to Friday, I work as a maintenance electrician in central London, and I take a bus into work. Yes, I have two e-bikes and an electric moped. However, they have been adapted for the sole purpose of delivering food. They are very, very heavy, and yes, they are good for the sole purpose of delivering food, but for commuting, they are a nightmare. And when this opportunity came around from Tenways, I looked at the specs of this bike, and it was the easiest yes I've ever said. I'm gonna be running through all of the tech specs, the battery size. It's got a Gates carbon belt on it. You can connect this to your phone via Bluetooth. Let's go through all of the tech specs, and then I'm gonna get out on the road for a ride on this bike through London. The CGO600 Pro comes in 3 different frame sizes and 4 different colorways. The bike I have in front of me today is the medium frame in sky blue, and this is suitable for riders from 5'5" up to 6'1". There is also a large and extra large frame available for this model, and the 3 other colorways is avocado green, midnight black, and pebble grey. In the down tube of this bike, we have a 360 watt hour, 36 volt LG cell battery. This is easily removable from the bike, so if you live in an apartment block, you can easily remove the battery, take it upstairs and charge it, and then bring it back down to the bike. With 360 watt hours of battery and this bike weighing only 16 kilograms, that means that you can get up to 100 kilometers or 52 miles in range. You've probably noticed it by now. Yes, there is no chain on this bike. The CGO600 Pro comes with a Gates carbon belt, and it has a rating of 30,000 kilometers of riding maintenance free. You don't need any grease, and the best thing is this will not rust in the rain. Up front, we have a integrated light which is built into the bike, and it runs off of the bike battery in the down tube. This is super bright at night time. For braking, we have got a set of Tektro hydraulic disc brakes for front and rear. This is very good to see on an e-bike, and I think every e-bike out there should have hydraulic brakes at a minimum. This bike comes with front and rear mud guards, which are metal. They're not plastic, and very, very easy to install. As for road tires, we have 40mm 700C tires. And yes, you know I'm a big fan of fat tire e-bikes. However, this bike is not going to be used for the purpose of delivering. This is going to be my daily commuter into the city of London, and a nice pair of thin tires is going to do me well. The CGO600 Pro is rated for riders up to 120 kilograms in weight, and the full charge time for this model is 4.5 hours. I'm a big fan of torque sensors, and I'm happy to see that Tenways have opted for a magnetic torque sensor for this model. It is very, very responsive, and it takes little to no effort to get this bike moving off of the line. No lag, no delay, and you're going to be seeing that later on in this video. All right, it's time to get on the road and test this bike in the city of London. Let's go. Now it's time to head up into the city of London, Liverpool Street to be precise, as I have to pick up some new camera equipment. I'm not working today, however, it is very similar to the route that I have been taking on this e-bike for the last week. So you're gonna get a good understanding to how my daily commute goes. Before I go anywhere, I just wanna speak about the very, very small display on this e-bike. It is by far the smallest display that I've seen on an e-bike yet, and the bikes that I've reviewed in the past and bikes that I currently own have these huge displays up front. And I don't mind big displays. They look cool, they look fancy, but to keep in line with the stealth look of this e-bike, because come on, you wouldn't know that this is an e-bike unless you took a closer inspection of the rear hub motor. So in my opinion, Tenways have got this spot on to keep the display very, very small. I'm quite surprised at what this display can read out. It can read out all of the same information that a big display can, but this bike can also connect to your phone. Tenways have built an app for this bike, and you can connect the bike directly to your phone via Bluetooth. You can change a bunch of settings on your phone, and it goes straight onto the bike. I'm going to be running through the whole app throughout this video, so stick around to see the app in action. But I think now is the time to head up into central London. So the most noticeable thing with this bike is just how lightweight it is. You know that I'm used to riding big, chunky, fat tire e-bikes that weigh over 25 to 30 kilos. Even one of them I own currently, my Tenways Zebra, is 32 kilos. And I don't mind a heavy bike because those bikes have huge batteries. This bike has a 10 amp hour battery, which is half of the one on my Tenways Zebra, but this bike weighs half of what that bike weighs. So if anything, you're gonna get more range on a bike like this than you would on the Tenways Zebra. Again, my other bikes are designed for the sole purpose of delivering. So to jump on this bike and use it for a commuter bike is something that I'm not used to, but it's something that I'm enjoying so much. It is so weird to feel a bike this light and for it to be an e-bike. It's just, yeah, an absolute game changer for me. I'm gonna be going over Tower Bridge today, which is one of the most iconic bridges in London. Currently just going down the Old Kent Road, and my commute into work is 2.9 miles. I can take a bus that takes 45 minutes, or I can jump on this bike and it takes 20 minutes. I'm in the level 3 assist mode, which is the highest assistance mode, and that is with a top speed of 15.5 miles an hour, as this is fully legal, 250 watt motor for the EU. The torque sensor on here, I'm a big fan of torque sensors, and this has got to be by far the most smoothest and responsive torque sensor that I have used on an e-bike. But yeah, grips on this bike, real nice rubber grips up here, very, very grippy. We've got Tektro hydraulic disc brakes, front and rear, so stopping power isn't going to be an issue on this bike. I just love the overall look and feel of this bike. Yeah, very different to anything else that I've ridden in the past. The seat is quite comfortable. The seating position on this bike is quite upright because you've got an adjustable stem on here. You can adjust the handlebars to be towards you or further away, but I've set it up to where I'm sitting upright. I don't really like being hunched over the bike. So yeah, it's a very comfortable riding position. I'm 5'8" and this is the medium frame. Feels quite good. I could probably raise the seat a little bit, and I think that's something that I'm gonna do right now, as I have been messing around with this bike for the last couple of days. Let's make this seat a little bit higher. There we go, that's much better. So this is the part of the journey into work where I'm normally sitting in traffic. And this is what it's like for me now, just cruising past everyone. And once I reach Tower Bridge, that's gonna be at a standstill like it always is. And for me, it's no problem. I can just cruise past everyone. A good test of the pull-off speed. It's just instant. The torque sensor just kicks in straight away. There's no lag at all. It's literally milliseconds. Everyone's sitting in traffic, just cruising past. As easy as that. I've never been across that bridge so fast in my life, especially for the morning time. So I made it up into Liverpool Street. I was meant to be meeting up with someone to buy some GoPro mounts and batteries. However, he's let me down. But now is a great opportunity to run through the Tenways app and show you what the app is capable of and the settings that you can change from your phone. So first things first, all you have to do is download the Tenways app from the App Store. Make sure that the bike is switched on and it automatically connects to the bike. It tells me my range, how much battery I've got left, and the range is estimated by how many miles you've already done during one single ride. So it tracks your ride and then gives you an estimated range of how much is left on the battery. You can also use this app to navigate, so you don't have to use your Google Maps or your Waze. You can use the inbuilt maps that is on here. So if I search for a destination, for example, London Bridge, it gives me directions and it gives me one route. It tells me how long it's going to take. Simple as that. Another cool feature is if you head over to the profile section and then click in the top right hand corner, you can change some settings here on the bike from your phone. You can also update the bike from your phone. I've got the latest version installed and it's just a nice little app to have. There's not many bike companies that come with the phone app, so you can connect your bike to the phone. There are a few, but this one works really well. Another cool feature is if you head into the bottom of the screen, which is the ride icon, it brings up a calendar. and you can scroll through all of the previous rides that you've done. So my overall thoughts on the CGO600 Pro by Tenways. It is a fantastic commuter bike, and getting to and from work now is an absolute breeze. No longer do I have to take a bus, and if you work in a city and you drive into work, or you get on a train, or you take the bus like I used to, I highly recommend checking out Tenways. They have a bunch of e-bikes on their website. This isn't the only model that they do. However, this is the latest model from Tenways. Go and check it out in the link in the description down below. Thank you for watching this review. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please leave a like on the video and don't forget to subscribe to the channel down below. I look forward to bringing you another episode very soon. Take care, people. Peace.